Susie, and hope everybody's doing well. I have some fun journals. Now, some of these are old. I got a couple of old journals that I have that I want to get listed in the shop. Probably, gosh, good year ago that I had these kind of started, anyway, I'm going to get into it. Now, I'm going to start with this one. This one is just a blank journal. It is a 3 signature. I'm still working on my old book, so this one is a 3 signature. And same way, about 10 pages, between 10 and 13 pages a signature usually. And so we've got 1, 2, and 3. And then here is your front and back covers there. Here is your spine. The spine is, gosh, I think it's about 1 1/4 inches. About 1 1/4 inches. Oh, it's over that. It's about 1.5 inches. So about 1.5 inch spine, and it is a 7.5 tall by right around, not quite 5, but right there at that 7/8. So anyway, but it's just blank, and I think I did my 3 signatures. They've got stained papers. They've got not stained papers. There's a little bag there. It's got a little gusset in it for your pocket. There's a stained one, just like the clear one that I had, or the non-stained. But just a mixture again of papers, music sheet, a little bag there, an oak canasta scork sheet. This is a vintage paper. You can kind of see the age spot there on it. So there's your first signature. Little graph paper. Some more graph. And like I said, it's just a mixture of, this is just a little glassine bag there. And the center of that signature. Okay, and there is your second signature. This was just such a wide-spined book that I was able to get 3 signatures in it. So, lots of room for writing in this one for sure. And then, always put the vintage buttons in the middle of the signature on the ties. I just like to put, I have all kinds of buttons, so. Alright, and then there is the last signature. So lots and lots of room there, guys, for writing or stuffing some pictures. And there's kind of the top, and there's kind of the bottom. And there is your side view. So I will note, though, it does have, I don't know if you can see it, but right here is a little, like a little scrape or something. But this is an old book. I mean, it's, I don't remember the copyright on it, but it's just an old book. And so what I'm going to put with this one is I do have some, some sweetheart pictures, couples. Now I have some words and like dates and sealed with a kiss, romance, February 1946, vintage, you and me, and love, and just some fun little words there. And then I have some just photos here. I'll have to get my list to see actually how many photos that I actually had without counting. I had it wrote down. I'll grab it real quick. But they're just, some of them sepia, some of them black and white, some have a little color. Just a mixture of these old photos. Now these are copied on some, I always put these on the Hammer Hill premium color paper. They just seem to always do really well when I print them out on that. Now these were printed with a laser printer, so I would think that you could, if you wanted to put something on there, it shouldn't smudge. I don't believe a laser printer usually smudges. Now I haven't tried it, but I'm pretty sure you can do that. So there are your little photos and words that are going to go with that. So, all right, so there are your photos. Then I have 3 just little hidden paper clips. They're double-sided, okay? And they're just a hidden paper clip. I've clipped them on this little sheet of paper here. And then here is your other side. So 3 different ones. And then I have just some clusters and paper ruffles. Just, there's the paper ruffles. Just varied the papers on these, so you just get kind of a variety. So there are your paper ruffles. And then I just made some little clusters that go on the end of your page or something there. Just added some little lace to it. And anyway, 3 little clusters go with that, or 4. I guess you got 4 clusters there. So anyway, let me grab and tell you how many photos there are. I'm thinking there was like 17, but I could be wrong. There are 12 vintage photos. There's 12 words. There's 6 paper ruffles and 4 edge clusters. So that's what's going to come with this book right here. So just a little fun book for you to decorate. And this is in the Etsy shop, just as Polly of the Circus. That's what it will be under. Okay, so then here are my Maid journals. And now this here, I'm sending this little purse here. It actually has a magnet closure. What I had done is I had made this as an example for a swap sometime like a year ago or something. And so I'm including just a little bag of some lace with it, just some fun lace. I did have tags and stuff in the bag, but now they're actually in the book. So just kind of one of those things. I'm ready to get it moved on. The thing about this is I will probably have to send this priority mail. So shipping is going to be, around that $10 mark. Depending on where you live, could be $1 more or could be, $1 less. It just depends on where you live, what part of the country. But I'll have to use a big box to put it in so that your handles and things don't get squished. But this is kind of a chunk already. It's about a 3/4 inch spine, I believe, baby. Yep, 3/4 inch spine. It's actually made out of a manila folder. Using Graphics 45. I don't remember the name of the collection, but it's the Woodland collection. I've got just the journal stamped there with some old dyed tea bag. Love this. These are those Graphic 45 die cuts, which I absolutely love. Put some corrugated board stitched in white. So throughout the book is stitched in white. So this book is actually pretty good size. It's the size of the manila folder nearly. It's a 9 by 5 3/4. So I've added just some pockets here with some book page, some stickers there. Here I've added this journal created by Susie, and here is just a altered tag there. And like I said, all the stitching is done in white. It's got a lot of stitching throughout. It's just in the white color. This is really pretty here. Some cheesecloth there. I've backed that in. And lots of room for writing. Here's a little, this is a vintage waxed bag here. And you can tell it's yellowed from age. And then I've got a couple of little tags here that I've set in the pocket. And this little bag has a little gusset in it as well. This little vintage glassine or waxed bag. Here's a little page edger that I had made that I put on that. This is a 2 signature. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This looks like it has 9, and I imagine the other one does too. The other signature does as well. So that gives you 9 folded pages, which is 18 pages, 36 sides in the signature. And there's just a little tag there, a little cutout from the paper. And then I of course have tied some seam binding in that's the chocolate color, and I believe the other is the Tote brown is what it's called. And then here is just a little flip out page there, a little glassine bag here. And I don't even remember what I have in this. A couple of little tags it looks like, and I've backed them in paper there. Of course, you can see the stitching. It's kind of hard to pick up the stitching when you do it in white. So there's a couple of just little tags there in a glassine envelope. And I kind of put it on the fold page just because it was a little sturdier. And here's another little edger that I put on the little, this is just a little half, not even half, I went a little more than half on the glassine bags. And I left it empty for you to tuck something in. And then this here is just a little booklet is what it is. I used a couple of the larger tags. And that's cute. I just used one of the old slides there. And then just made a fun little booklet there. And then I just draped it over the top. I was trying to get some of the bulkiness off of the, being so bulky right at that mouth, but it just started getting bulky and there just wasn't a whole lot to do. I had all my tags already kind of pre-made for this. So, and then here I've got another little alterations tag. This is just a flip out right there. It does flip out. And then here's another little waxed bag there. This is just this is one of those little embossed cards I have in the shop, and this is one of those die cuts from the Graphic 45 die cut pack. And then of course you can see the little tag there. And then here is the middle of your second signature. We've got just a little scrappy booklet kind of here. Just kind of fun little vintage trim there. And then this oops, I can see I probably need to put a little piece of vintage tape there. I'll leave that out so I do that. And then here is, I've used a little tea bag in there, and just on this old stained envelope. And this is just another little booklet there. It's a little bird. Just kind of stitched him on there. And there's just a little scrappy booklet there. And then here is the little piece of that bag there. And then this is a little, just a little booklet here, draped over the top. It's got some little vintage lace there on it. Some vintage brads there. And little stitching. It's just a couple of little sheets there. Just for you to journal on. Okay. And then here is the back. I just put another one of the big pockets and then a couple of some little stickers there and just some script stamp. Just a couple of little tags. And that is it for the journal. And it's, like I said, it's pretty chunked. Even I probably should have made my spine just a little bit bigger, but there is the little bag that goes with it. And this will just go in as winter woodland, probably in the Etsy shop. And then this I made just at the same time. I believe I made that. This is just a really pretty little bag, a little tote that I made. There's your handles. The handles are stitched completely around it. This I stitched in pink. Here is the bottom. Just it has a little journal in it. This is the back side. All of it's stitched. Just this little purse is stitched all the way around. It was just a fun little project. Now this, I believe, is Mente, and I believe it was called Paradise. I cut out that tag, and I believe that was the name of it, was Paradise. And then here is the inside of the bag. I kind of covered where the straps went, so there wasn't really anything raw in it. So, and it's got the little vintage brads here for the handles. And like I said, your handles are all stitched. So, all right. Now this one is, of course, beach themed. We've got beach fun. And this is a little booklet here with some crinkled seam binding. There it is. And of course it is attached to the page. This was really a cute beachy paper. I know I picked it up. Like I said, this is a year old. I can't remember exactly when I made them, but they're maybe over a year old. I don't know. I've had them for quite some time. And then here is just a little journaling tag and another little tag card, and they just kind of slip in this tuck spot here. I did some fussy cutting with the flowers. Have adventure there. This has got a twine binding because I wanted it to kind of be beachy theme, so it's got that twine binding. This is just a fun little page. And of course I have put reinforcers on each of the pages. This is just a little glassine bag I made a pocket out of. I just made it like a page. Did a lot of fussy cutting there. And see if we can get this out. And then I've got these guest checks here. All that's been fussy cut. Here's just one for journaling. And then another little just journaling paper. And then this fun little copper paper clip here. That just slips in the bag. And there is the back. Another little fun just page. Love these little ladies, these little bathing beauties. And then here is, now this is kind of bent over because it's been in the whatchamacallit, and that page is a little longer than the rest of them. And then here is a fun little little page there. I've got dreams. There's my bathing beauties, little seam binding in the pink and that kind of ocean green, turquoisey green. And then here we have a little booklet, some fun lace. Just for journaling, so. And I've got another one of those fun copper, whoops. There we go. And then there's a little tiki umbrella, straw umbrella. And here's this little girl here, or lady, not a girl. Beach baby. And then I've got the little life down here on the bag, the little beach bag. There is the ladies there. And then here is a glassine envelope with a little fun booklet here. Just a lot of fun. And that just slips in that. And summer fun. A little stitching around it. And then here is the back. Little fussy cut, the beach with the little coconut drink. And there's the ladies there. And of course the covers are corrugated board. That's what they are. Just corrugated. And then all you do is this just sets in the little bag there. How fun is that? So anyway, these will be in the Etsy shop, guys, and this one here will have to go priority as well, so the shipping will be, you know, a little more on it. So anyway, I hope that you enjoyed it, and thanks so much for watching. I will catch you in the next video.